Hello YouTube, my name is Nick, and today I have some more metal stuff to show to you. Got a whole smattering of stuff, got a ton of genres to cover. You'll probably enjoy this video, I hope. There's a lot of stuff that isn't big band stuff. Some really cool releases, some cool additions and whatnot, so let's get to it. These first two I got from CDN Records. They're a brutal death metal based Canadian label slash distributor. But this is Necroexophilia with Intergalactic Armageddon. This is an absolute blasting slab of celebrations of guttural vocals and heavy downbeat kind of brutal death metal. All kinds of slams to be had here. Very unique stuff. This isn't your typical run-of-the-mill build-up slam band. Also came with a very nice sticker. CDN usually includes some cool stickers with their stuff. But yeah, if you like some not so run-of-the-mill slam, about as guttural as you can possibly find. There's a very good variety of gutturals as well. It's not just stuck to one thing the entire album. I'm trying not to get too much glare. But yeah, this is a fabulous album. Definitely, this is probably at this point my most anticipated slam album this year. I have their first album, and this is a very large step up in my opinion. So yeah, go check out Necroexophilia. This next one I also got from CDN, but is not a CDN release. This is a permeated release. And this is kind of like a compilation of sorts. Has a bunch of stuff on it. But this is Obsolete Nova with Malfunction and Sensory Illusion. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. This is barely my cup of tea, honestly. This is the high end of like spastic tech death slam stuff I can stand. Very disjointed and tempo change heavy. The vocals will probably be where most people don't like this. That's kind of why I'm so on the fence, because the guitars and the drums and the production is actually pretty solid, but the vocals are definitely going to be where people aren't going to enjoy this. But give it a try if you can stand it, by all means. I really like it after a couple listens. It's not something I'd listen to all the time, but it's definitely something I wanted to show because it's kind of a small band, and this is a very nice release, honestly. It has some bonus tracks off of their demos and whatnot. So yeah, go check out Obsolete Nova. Again, all of the links will be in the description. This next one is a little hard to explain. It's a pretty well-known genre as of right now, and it's not one I typically enjoy, but let's give a go at it. This is Negative Life by Replicant. This is a PRC release. I buy a lot of stuff from them as well. Cool CD, old school looking. But this is like a really groovy, I guess most people would call this dissonant death metal, Gorgut style. But this is much more like riff based, and it's not as liquid sounding. It has a lot more form. There's a lot of repetitions that you can hold on to. It's not an amalgamation of music like a lot of dissonant death metal is, which is kind of why I don't like it all the time. This has a lot of structure, super catchy stuff, honestly. Very groovy, very just soul squeezing. The vocals are very, very hoarse and kind of dry sounding a lot of the time. I like the style, honestly, but I know a lot of people will not. So if you have any second thoughts about listening to this, just take my word for it. It's definitely worth your time, at the very least. I honestly love this album. I was very excited once I first heard about this album. I haven't actually listened to their last album, but I gotta listen to that soon. So yeah, check out Negative Life by Replicant. This next one I've had actually for a long time, and I just have not showed it because I honestly kept forgetting. I usually put these kind of things in a different place than my usual CDs because it's a special release. So I'm just going to show you the outside. Got a little gold envelope, and we got a wax seal with the letters MT on it, and that might give it away. But here are the contents. You get 2 CDs with some, you know, some stuff on it. And here we go. It's this album right here. This is Zero by KFR. This is the number card. I got 36 of 66. This is the CD release. I'm very happy that this actually got a CD release. I didn't know if there ever was going to be one. Here's a little sheet with some lyrics, I'm assuming. Yeah. It's not double-sided. This one is. But yeah. Pre-ordered the vinyl as soon as it got released. Like one of the first 5 people or something. Super excited to have this. This was my album of the year in 2016. And of course, with these special releases, you usually get an original art. With, of course, Maxime Tacari's signature blood tossed on there. I feel like I have more of his blood now than my own. But yeah, if you don't know KFR, you probably haven't been watching my channel that often. Love that guy. I'm glad he's actually doing more KFR stuff. And we got one more thing in here. We got a little business card. Look like. There you go. A little more blood. So yeah, KFR CD release. Very happy to have this in my collection. I doubt these are still available. Highly doubt that, but who knows. Again, the link to his probably a Big Cartel will be in the description. So yeah, amazing work by Mr. Maxime, as always. Mastermind. Okay, now I have another series of 4 box sets to show you guys. These are all from the label Transcending Obscurity, which is a various genre label out of India. And I came across them not too long ago, and I was pretty floored by the quality of these. I think I actually showed one of these before, but I wasn't too familiar with the label. I think I might have showed the Drug Honky box set I have, and this is the same kind of vein. But yeah, these next 4 are all from them. But this is Towards Atlantis Lights. Now, all these come in a big clamshell with gold embossing on them. So yummy. And there's usually a bunch of things in these, which is why I bought them, because they're cool. It comes with a bunch of cool stuff. So we got a big old magnet, big old fridge magnet with some, I believe this is the album artwork. And then we have a very nice patch. And that's about as good as it gets right there. And then they usually come with a certificate of authenticity. I got number 28. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then we got 2 extremely nice stickers. I love the imagery of this band. If I'm not mistaken, one of the guys, or the guy from Aphonic Threnody is in this band. But this album is called Dust of Aeons. This is like an extremely atmospheric kind of funeral doom band. The first song, The Bunker of Life, is like 30-some minutes. This whole release is about an hour, maybe a little under an hour. I listened to this a bunch. Cannot get enough of this band. I need more. I think this was a 2016 or 2017 release. I can't remember. But yeah, extremely nice digipacks from Transcending Obscurity. Definitely give them your support. Definitely support Towards Atlantis Lights. And it also comes with a nice poster. There you go. Posters are always nice. So yeah, that's all on that one. Try to pack this up, keep it moving. This next one is one that I am extremely happy about. I kind of pre-ordered this blindly. I knew I was going to like it based on just the genre tags. But this is it, Mortimer, something like that, with Epigrammata. Like, again, it comes with a clamshell. I think most of them, or not all of them, have the gold embossed Transcending Obscurity. But yeah, here's the CD. Really great old ancient artwork. Yeah, this is Et More Mur. It's not English, of course. Epigrammata. Now, this is an extremely hard album to explain. I don't know if I've ever heard anything quite like this. Another magnet here. This is some truly epic doom death with a little bit of black, but it's... I hate using the word epic because it's thrown around so willy-nilly, but these guys are on like a new level of epic. This might have like the best choir work I've ever heard on a metal album. Like, the density and the thickness of this album, just, it makes you feel all the feels. My only gripe with this album is that I don't feel like they have reached their full potential with this. It's a little too short. Once I got done with this album, I wanted a whole nother album. Like, I could listen to 2 or 3 hours of this material, and this is about 50 minutes long. There's a lot of different ideas on this, and I wish that all of those different ideas had time to flesh themselves out and give us what they're capable of, because I think the second half of the album is much better because it kind of sticks to a certain pattern, and it dwells deep into its own sound. But the beginning is a little more off-kilter. 2 more very nice stickers. But good lord, these guys have true potential to be ginormous. Super epic, great, haunting stuff. Just, guys, please go check out this. Oh, man. I listened to this a couple times today, and it never gets old, honestly. The last couple songs are just so flooring. Good lord. Alright, I'm just going to leave that stuff out for now, so I can get on with it. This next one is another one that honestly took me by surprise. I saw a lot of this being shared, but I don't really like hype machines, so it took me a minute, but now I'm a believer. But this is 12 Winter Moons Come the Witch's Brew by Arketh. Again, gold foiling. I mean, come on, look at these colors, dude. Spacey stuff. Yeah, here is the actual CD. This is another one of those albums where I wish there was more of. This album reminds me of those old I Spy books that everyone had when they were a kid. Like, there's so much detail and so much density that you can tell it was a labor of love, but you're constantly picking out different things in the production because it has an old school feel to it with the kind of the old sampling and the creepy vocals and just the mistiness of everything. But there's a little, like, you know, here's a little saxophone, here's a little maracas or whatever, I don't know. Just naming things. Just things that you wouldn't normally see in a black metal release like this. Another magnet. But there's just so many facets to this album. It's shocking how much material that they shoved into like 40 minutes of this album. It's so dense, and every release you're going to find something different than you like. Because it has kind of like a sigh feel at some points, and at some points it has like a Gorgoroth or like Satyricon feel. Extremely psychedelic artwork. Love that. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Arketh, believe the hype. Well, I guess that's kind of oxymoronic. If you haven't heard of Arketh, then get on the hype train, because they're the real deal and they deserve your love. So go check them out. This last one, I haven't listened to this very much, but I wanted to show it too. This is Evil Upheaval by Depravity. Probably my favorite box. It's a little dark. It's getting dark outside. Yeah, this is some ultra fast, brutal death metal with the guy from the Fuhrer on the drums. I don't remember his name. Yeah, you get a cool pick. This one actually you get a signed card, a signed authenticity card. And here's the CD, simple jewel case. And an extremely nice sticker. Look at that. And it also comes with a poster of the artwork, but I'm not going to show that because all the artwork's the same. But yeah, if you know the Fuhrer, or you know the, I think his name's like Lando or something, he does drums. This does not disappoint. Super fast, super brutal. This is getting shared around a lot as well. It just got released on Slam Worldwide, I think. But yeah, check out Depravity. Go check out all these other bands. That's gonna be the end of this one. Hopefully you found something cool that you like. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. If you've listened to any of these albums or bands before. I don't know what my next video is going to be. I have something really cool planned though, so keep an eye out on that. And I'll see you next time.